Hello YouTube, B3 here back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over the DC Direct, or DC Collectibles, Parademon Grunt from the New 52 Justice League line. Yeah, really cool. I don't have any of the other Justice League members that were the New 52 Justice League release. I just have this Parademon Grunt. But I have plenty of newer DC Direct figures. I thought, I don't have a Parademon Grunt. He's 25 bucks. Which is the price for regular ones, but he's much bigger. I've been wanting one, and so I finally picked one up. It was at a comic book shop. I went for it. Lots of people have multiples. I don't really want multiples. One is fine. I can understand why you would want more, because they're Parademon Grunts. But, you know, just one of a character is fine for me. I'm not really for army building. That's money I could use on figures I don't have already. But yeah, he is a really, really cool figure. Very glad I picked him up. Let's start off with some articulation, shall we? He's big. But yeah, you got side to side in his head here. Up and down, just a tiny, tiny little bit, as you can see. Tiny, tiny bit. Forward and back on the arms. Also in and out on the arms. Which is made a lot easier thanks to these articulated shoulder pads here. You have a bicep swivel, an elbow bend, nothing on the hands, sadly, but they wouldn't have been able to get much movement anyways, so it's fine. And forward and back on the legs, mostly back. Doesn't really need to come forward any more than they already are forward, I guess. But, you know, you can get it a good ways if you want. Knee bend, which actually moves pretty far. And a tiny little bit of foot movement, not much. So yeah, not the best articulation, but you know, it's good for him. I mean, 25 bucks, he's a larger figure, and he's got great detail and paint. So let's hop into the detail and paint job. Very good. I love the work they did on his head. His teeth, very pointy. Kind of sharp, actually, if you can fit your finger in there. He's got nice red in the back of the mouth. He's got paint shading on the face, a little bit of black paint shading and all the green, like his goggle eyes. Very cool. Lots of great detail on the neck and stuff. You can see all the wires and stuff around his skin and everything. Lots of great gold and silver all over this guy. Great red. Fantastic sculpting just everywhere on this figure. Absolutely everywhere. Fantastic sculpting. Just all over the place. Got a peg hole. I really love this guy. Love how his arms look. Love his hands. He's got some great claws. They're a little pointy too. Very nice looking figure. Here's his back. Lots of great detail on here. These are kind of pointy. I'm always afraid I'm going to break these off though. They haven't done it yet. Haven't broken. And he stands really well and everything, so I don't really worry about him falling over at all. Not a single bit. But yeah, detail and paint on this guy, fantastic. So now let's get into some size comparisons. First up, here's the Parademon Grunt with some other DC Direct figures, newer DC Direct figures. Here on the left we have the Arkham Origins Deathstroke, or I use him as an Arrow Deathstroke mostly, but Arkham Origins Deathstroke. I think they scale up well together, you know. Is that a cow? You guys hear a cow? Thought I heard a cow for a second. Anyways, yeah, Parademon Grunt Deathstroke, that looks good to me. And then here on the right you have the Deathstorm figure. Very awesome. Very cool. DC Direct, Crime Syndicate, and he also scales up well with the Parademon Grunt here. So the Parademon Grunt's going to scale up well with your other DC Direct figures, despite his size. His size is actually what makes him scale up well. Now here's the Parademon Grunt with some Mattel figures. I just realized I only grabbed Batman characters. I didn't actually mean to do that. I grabbed one character from my New 52 Justice League, and then I just grabbed a random character. I didn't mean to grab two Batman characters. But yeah, here on the left we have the DC Unlimited, or it's actually from the Batman Unlimited line, but it's all DC Unlimited to me. The Batman Unlimited, New 52 Batman. And, you know, I feel personally that the Parademon Grunt is too big, but Parademon Grunts are big in the comics now, New 52, so hey, you know, maybe he is this big. If you guys like that, it's fine. Same with the Signature Collection Black Mask over here. If you like it with the Mattel figures, I say go for it. But I think that the Parademon Grunt, personally, to me, is too big for these guys. I would have liked Mattel to have made one also, so that I could have one for my Mattel Justice League to fight. I would also have liked a Cyborg for my Mattel Justice League. But, whatever. I think that this doesn't scale up well, but you guys might be able to work it if you want. And last but not least, here's our Parademon Grunt with some Movie Masters figures. On the left we have the Movie Masters Green Lantern Hal Jordan, and on the right the Dark Knight Rises Movie Masters John Blake. And obviously they are way too small for the Parademon Grunt. It does not work in my opinion at all. Not at all. So he's not going to scale up well with Movie Masters. Maybe you could work him with Man of Steel's, but I personally don't think he scales up well with any Movie Masters. I don't like him with my... I don't like him with any of my Mattel figures, actually. Well, my Mattel Arkham City Nightwing is in the DC Direct scale, so I think my Mattel Arkham City Nightwing would scale up well with him. But other than that, all my Mattel figures are too small, in my opinion. All too small. But he scales up perfect with DC Direct. So DC Direct, who he's made the scale up well with, is who he's going to go well with. So you can't really complain there. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the DC Direct, DC Collectibles New 52 Parademon Grunt? He's very awesome. I love having this guy in my collection. I have messed around with him a lot. I think his articulation's pretty decent. Could have had better leg articulation, but his upper half is pretty great. He's a good size. They made him bigger, but didn't make him a deluxe figure, didn't increase his price. He stayed 25 bucks, which was great. I got mine for just that, 25 bucks. He scales up well with my DC Directs. Not my Mattel stuff, but he's supposed to scale up well with DC Directs, and that's what he scales up well with. So I can't take any points off for sizing. Also, good detail, good paint, really great detail and paint actually. To be totally honest, I give this guy 5 out of 5 stars. I don't have any gripes with this guy. Sure, articulation could be better, but this is the best DC Direct had back when this guy was made. I think he's great. Personally, like, for his design and stuff, he's a wonderful figure. I love this guy, highly recommend it actually. If you have the New 52 Justice League characters or the New 52 Darkseid from DC Direct, you have to get this guy for real. He is very cool. Or if you get the Earth 2 figures when they come out, they're not out yet. I don't remember. I think the Earth 2 Parademon Grunts might look a little different. I'm not sure. I only have the first 2 volumes of Earth 2. I can't really remember. But this guy is great. I love this figure. So yeah, see you guys 5 out of 5 stars. 5 out of 5 stars. Be sure to check out all the cool links in the description below. Links to Facebook, Twitter. We'll follow you back on Twitter. Link to the FIGPLA podcast. It's an action figure comic book, just nerd podcast, really. Hosted by myself and Cordicon. You can check out Cordicon's channel. There's a link to it down there. Also, links to other YouTubers' channels. And I watch all the channels that I link to, by the way. I would not send you guys to a channel if I did not watch the videos on it. So check them all out. There's a little list of them down there. Also, my other channel is The Slender Happening, which is my horror genre suspense channel. Sleeper Friends Benefits, which is my gaming channel. And also B3 Productions, which is my main channel. And there's other action figure stuff on there, like unboxings and collection updates. So yeah, that's it, you guys. As I said, rate, comment, subscribe. 5 out of 5 stars, and I'll see you all later.